You, Aquarius, are the Zodiac's visionary, its rebel with a cause, and its misunderstood architect of tomorrow. Astrology can be a fascinating mirror, reflecting parts of ourselves we might not have noticed. Your way of being isn't just a collection of quirks, it's a set of superpowers designed for one purpose: to push humanity forward, to challenge the status quo until it shatters, revealing a better way. Today, we're not just listing personality traits. We're uncovering the 5 incredible strengths that make you, Aquarius, one of the most powerful forces for change in the entire zodiac. Forget what you think you know. It's time to understand the true, mind-blowing nature of the Aquarian soul. The visionary architect of tomorrow. First up is the trait that practically defines your existence. You are a visionary. But it's important to get what this truly means. This isn't about daydreaming with your head in the clouds. That's just a lazy cliche. It's about being a genuine architect of the future. While others are stuck in the here and now, your mind is a blueprint room, filled with detailed schematics for a world that doesn't exist yet. You don't just hope for a better future. You're actively engineering it in the laboratory of your mind. This visionary power comes from a unique mix in your astrological DNA. As an air sign, you're naturally intellectual and idea-driven. But unlike other air signs who might just play with theories, your energy is fixed, which gives you the focus to not just have an idea, but to build a whole framework around it. You see the world as interconnected systems: the cogs, the levers, and the faulty wiring that governs society. And while everyone else is complaining that the system is broken, you've already designed a new, more efficient, and more equitable operating system. Think about the causes that light an Aquarian fire: social justice, environmental sustainability, technological progress, and humanitarian relief. These aren't just trends to you. They are fundamental design flaws in the human project that you feel a soul-deep need to fix. This is why you can sometimes seem detached from everyday worries. Someone might be stressing about a minor social slip-up, while you're busy wrestling with the ethical implications of AI. It's a matter of scale. You operate on a macro level, like a city planner on a hill overlooking the metropolis. They aren't focused on one car stuck in traffic. They're focused on fixing the entire system for good. That's you. You are the city planner for humanity. This isn't a bug. It's your primary feature, and it's a gift you give to a world too short-sighted to see what you see. The independent intellect. The second trait that will blow your mind is the raw power of your independent intellect. Aquarians are known for being smart, but that's like calling a supernova bright. Your intelligence isn't about memorizing facts. It's a radical, untamable force of analysis that refuses to be boxed in by tradition or dogma. You don't just learn things, you deconstruct, question, and reassemble knowledge into something completely new. Your mind is a fortress of intellectual sovereignty. You're fiercely protective of your own thoughts. You can listen to experts and consider every side of an argument, but at the end of the day, the only authority you bow to is your own logic. This is why you're so hard to indoctrinate. You have a built-in BS detector that instantly rejects groupthink and flawed reasoning. This is perfectly explained by your dual planetary rulers. Traditionally, you're ruled by Saturn, the planet of structure and discipline. This gives you the ability to build a solid foundation of knowledge. But then comes your modern ruler, Uranus, the planet of rebellion and revolution. It's the lightning bolt that strikes the structure Saturn built. This combo is what makes you so formidable. You learn the rules meticulously, Saturn, just so you can figure out the most revolutionary way to break them, Uranus. You build the box just to prove you can think outside of it. This process takes a ton of mental energy, which is why your independence is non-negotiable. Your need for alone time isn't you being antisocial. It's a requirement for genius. It's when you retreat into your mental lab to connect the dots and forge groundbreaking ideas. Interrupting an Aquarius in deep thought is like unplugging a supercomputer during a complex calculation. This fierce intellectual independence makes you an incredible problem solver. able to offer a perspective that is shockingly clear, unbiased, and often years ahead of its time. The fearless original. This brings us to one of the most visible, yet misunderstood, Aquarian traits: your fearless originality. In a world that pushes conformity, you are a walking, talking declaration of independence. Your uniqueness isn't a performance, it's your natural state. You don't try to be different, you just are. For an Aquarius, fitting in feels like a suffocation of the soul. Your self-worth doesn't come from the approval of the crowd. In fact, it's often reinforced by the very things that make you stand out. That quirky fashion sense, your eclectic taste in music, that unconventional career path, these are all authentic expressions of your inner world. You wear your soul on the outside. This makes you an accidental trendsetter. You'll pick up a hobby because it fascinates you, only to see it become the next big thing 6 months later. By the time the world catches on, you're already gone, exploring the next frontier of your curiosity. You're not trying to lead the pack. You were never part of the pack to begin with. This is where the eccentric and weird labels often come from. People who need social validation can't understand someone who doesn't. But for you, it would take far more energy to pretend to be normal than it does to just be yourself. And that is a profound form of courage. You give others silent permission to embrace their own quirks. By simply existing, you create more space for authenticity in the world. If you're an Aquarius and this is resonating deep in your soul, or if you love an Aquarius and you're finally seeing them in high definition, let us know in the comments which of these traits you recognize the most. The world needs more of your unique energy, and we love hearing how it shows up in your life. The humanitarian heartbeat. This next trait might be the most mind-blowing of all because it shatters the biggest myth about Aquarius. The idea that you're a cold, unfeeling robot. The truth is, you have one of the biggest hearts in the Zodiac. The catch? Your love isn't personal, it's universal. You are a great humanitarian. Your heart doesn't just beat for one person or your immediate family. It beats for all of humanity. You feel a deep connection to the collective and a sense of responsibility for people you've never even met. While other signs might focus their love like a laser beam on one person, yours is like the sun, sending its light out to warm everyone it touches. This is why you're so moved by injustice. An act of oppression on the other side of the world can feel like a personal wound. You champion the underdog not out of pity, but from a fierce belief that every single person deserves dignity and freedom. Your empathy isn't warm and fuzzy. It's intellectual and action-oriented. You don't just feel sad about a problem, your mind immediately starts architecting a solution. This is where the detached label comes from, and it's a huge misunderstanding. You might seem distant in a one-on-one crisis because your mind has already zoomed out to find a real solution, not just offer empty words. You're the friend who, instead of just saying, "I'm sorry you got laid off," spends the next 3 hours revamping your resume and finding new career paths. Your love is an act of service. It's practical, useful, and aimed at real empowerment. You don't just love people, you fight for them. The master of the network. Our final trait reveals the great paradox of Aquarius. For all your fierce independence, you're also a master of the network and a deeply social creature. You understand that a real revolution is a team sport. Let's kill the loner myth for good. You're not a loner, you're just fiercely selective. You don't seek connection to cure boredom. You seek it for intellectual stimulation and collective action. You're curating a tribe, not just collecting acquaintances. As a friend, you are a breath of fresh air. You're loyal, but never clingy or possessive. You give your friends the ultimate gift, the freedom to be themselves. You're the friend who can go months without talking, then pick up the phone and dive right back into a deep conversation as if no time has passed. No drama, no guilt, trips just a solid connection based on mutual respect. In a group, your genius really shines. You're an amazing collaborator because your ego isn't in the driver's seat. You don't care about getting credit. You care about achieving the goal. You have an almost supernatural ability to see the unique talents in others and weave them together. You're the facilitator who draws out the quiet person in the corner and keeps the team focused on the big picture. You are the node that makes the network strong, the conductor who brings the entire orchestra into harmony. Your independence gives you strength, but your ability to connect makes you a true force of nature. So there you have it. The visionary architect is designing a better tomorrow. The independent intellect whose ideas can change the world. The fearless original, teaching us all the courage to be ourselves. The humanitarian, whose love extends to everyone. And the master of the network, who brings us all together. These 5 traits aren't just parts of your personality, Aquarius. They are your superpowers. What others see as aloof is your objectivity. Your rebellion is your commitment to progress. Your eccentricity is your authenticity. Never let the world convince you to dim your light or squeeze into its narrow boxes. You weren't born to fit in. You were born to stand out and lead the way. Own your vision. Trust your mind. Celebrate your uniqueness. And keep building the networks that will change the world. You are the water bearer after all, and you carry the future. To discover what other secrets astrology has in store for you, click the link in the description for your free personalized reading. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Share your thoughts on this video in the comments section below. And until we meet again, may the stars guide your path to enlightenment. Thanks for watching.